Greetings and salutations. This is Pandora the Eclectic, also known as Pandora the Eclectic 1 on SoundCloud. And as you know, this is part of my medieval fantasy month, so let's get down to it. Yes, the Hobbit. Anyways, now, before I share this, this is the Rankin and Bass one, as you can see, and made it to, characters, part of the old remastered nonsense. Yeah, I'm gonna start off with this. Regardless of this being remastered or not, don't care, always loved this film. Mostly because actually I like the Golem in this one. I like the design. I know there's one of the rings and saying, well, as you know, that was Ralph Bakshi. Ralph Bakshi is a dark kind of guy. He also does a pretty good job of drawing, what was it? Oh my god, I know Nostalgia said something to the extent that she hated him, but if, there's some form of drawing over. Oh my god, I can't remember what it is. But okay, let's decide that. Yeah. As you know, this is from my local library, which yes, depending on the library you probably have, I think I got fortunate living in the town I do, where you can go to the library and check movies out, along with books and whatever other things that they may allow. But yeah. I decided to sit down and enjoy a little nostalgia, as well as just enjoy something of speculative fiction. And The Hobbit is one of them. As you know, I told you, I grew up with this film. My father showed it to me. There's tons of other films I'm gonna watch that, yeah, my dad and I sat through. Well, that I love to this day, because it's just one of those things. Anyways, it's basically the story of Bilbo Baggins, who goes on a journey to, I guess, help. It's one of the dwarves. There's so many names. Oh god, you have Boromir. I can't even say the names. And I usually end up forgetting them because, well, unless they're going to do something, which, they're not going to do much in this film. Not because they're short or dwarves or anything, it's just, yeah, it's like, I probably would say, I can remember all the Seven Dwarves because, well, it's Disney, how can you not remember the Seven Dwarves, and all the stuff that they do? Because those actually kind of add to the names, and not so much these wars. But, yeah, I'll admit, I love it still, despite the animation style. I mean, it's Rankin and Bass, they're a studio company that, well, let's put it this way. They did all those Christmas and holiday specials back in the 60s, mostly stop motion. So this is kind of their first crack at one of the few times where they took a crack at doing animation, which I gotta admit, in comparison to other things, not great, but not horrible. I mean, I remember it because, well, like I said, childhood nostalgia, had to watch it. A lot of people say it's 80s. The only way it gets away with it is because it's only 30 years prior to the 80s. It's actually still the 70s, so yeah, fuck you, Mad TV. But Mad TV's at the side of this. I like, basically, it's the whole journey stuff, you know that. I'll just tell you the things I do like about it, which, I like the design for Golem. I enjoy the music. I think it's a lot. No offense to the other one, the live action one by Peter Jackson. I think he did a good job, but it is not. I don't know. Part of it is nostalgia goggles, just sorry folks. I remember watching this film and I can't help but watching it. So in my opinion, yeah, this version of The Hobbit just kicks ass. That's in comparison, not saying that we can't have a live action one. No, go ahead. I just feel like live action one is great, but I think I like the fact that it went and got through all the action, and I did not need 3 movies to get through it. Okay? But we understand. Large scale models, all that stuff needs time. But it's also not, the dragon was not the interesting part of the story. We're sorry, but he wasn't. He was the scariest part. I mean, heck, I think I like the design with this, in this film a little bit better. Just a little bit, not 100%. But it's like, yeah, he kind of looks like a mixture of a cat and no one really pays attention, I guess. No one says that, but yeah, to me, he looks like a mixture of a cat and a lizard-ish character, basically, remember Snarf? Just think bigger and angrier and less annoying. But, yeah. Yes, I agree. Personally, I like Bilbo. He's pretty awesome. Definitely, I would not want to fight with him anywhere. Um, but that's really it, I guess. I would probably give this movie a 9 out of 10. The characters are enjoyable, albeit I don't remember a whole lot of the dwarves doing much. I mean, they're supposed to be kind of these unnecessary, jerky characters in the story when you think about it. I mean, so the stuff they're doing to Bilbo is kind of like, hey, I know I'm the halfling rogue character. Why the fuck do I gotta do everything? Because you're a scrawny runt. Yeah. I do like I like watching this because, yes, I do like Gandalf in this. Gandalf is awesome, yet again. What's the other? Well, let me think. I like the elves, a lot of times, I forgot. We do like to see them as ageless, like they don't, yeah. I do like his version of elves because it's like, well, everyone's got really weird ideas of what elves are supposed to look like. We got the Santa elves, we have, well, Tolkien's elves, or goddamn way too tall for them good. And then you got what I like to call linkish elves. They kind of vie in between the Tolkien and the Santa elves. Short, but not tall. Okay? Very human height. Yeah, or actually, yeah, a little. Well, no, actually, elves, at least when you're doing Dungeons and Dragons, are not as tall as that, so there you go. But yeah. Um, Anyways, that's. Oh, the music is wonderful. I always like looking back at some Rankin Bass as some 80s films, late 70s and early 80s films for music, because I keep getting like, oh yeah, still have that left over. Anyways, this is Pandora the Eclectic, telling you all to keep it frosty. And as per usual, check out this movie, and I plan on keeping up with speculatives, well, fantasy films for the next. I'd probably say I'll do it until somewhere in mid-May. We'll say, like, yeah, the 17th of May. Hey, I don't want to override too much in past Mother's Day, after all. Because May 10th, for all those out there, whether you like your mom or not, May 10th is Mother's Day. Write it on your calendar before the commercials start dive bombing you. Anyways, Pandora telling you all to keep it frosty.